Shalom and welcome to TGC. Today's video, we're going to look at an X post by Joe Richardson. So he's on X, he's on YouTube. I'd ask you to follow him, give him a subscription, support our brother in Messiah Jesus. But we're going to look at a clip that he posted the other day. So we're going to enlarge it and we're going to listen to it. They say, stopped to have a chat with a local racist protester. Took him no time to go full genocide. Now, if you just read that alone, just the title, you'll know this guy is a Muslim. He follows Islam. So let's check it out.
How's it going? You talk? What's your name?
Rob.
What's that?
Call me Rob.
What's your
R-O-B.
What's your name?
I don't give names.
So,
How are you?
So you won't stand behind what you're doing?
Supporting Palestine.
If you support Palestine, then
So let's make it clear. Biblically, if you support Palestine, you are the enemy of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the one true God found in the Holy Bible. You are his enemy, and you will be destroyed at the second coming of Messiah Jesus.
and you have the courage to put your name behind it,
Really?
right?
So you could give it to fucking Mossad?
What?
I don't give names.
So you don't have the courage to stand behind what you support?
I have courage of standing here.
But
Come and get me.
as an anonymous.
Come and get me.
But let's talk as neighbors. Come here. Wait. Should we return?
Look at that filth right there. I look at that. What? It's missing a few extra colors, and it'll be a rainbow flag. Those who support that flag, everything that flag stands for, is not a believer in the one true God, the God that's found in the Bible. You are against his people, Israel. Anyone who believes on Messiah Jesus, you are against. So Islam, what's their goal? Their goal is to eliminate the people of the book. The people of the book are Jews and Christians. Why do you think they want to eradicate the Jews that are in their promised land today, the land that belongs to them? The true occupiers of that land are the people who stand behind that filth, that disgusting rag. What that flag represents. They are the true occupiers. They are the ones whom the Bible prophesies about, whom tries to take that land as their possession, that he will destroy at his second coming. That's who he destroys. If you understand biblical prophecy, you understand your scripture, you would know that 100% of the nations that he fights and destroys at his second coming, every single one without a doubt is Islamic. Why is it that when Jesus returns, when he gathers everyone who believes on him at the same time, he destroys Islam? Let's continue. Let's continue and watch the fruit of Islam.
Return the prisoners.
What?
Should we return the prisoners?
Return prisoners?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, so do you
I
support?
can't wait till every one of them is fucking mutilated.
Okay, so you support?
Did you hear that? This guy said he cannot wait until every single one of them is mutilated. Now, I'm going to tell you how I see it. What my intuition tells me, that everything what I believe and know of Islam, my understanding that all Muslims believe this way. Now, they all will not come out and say it. They put filters on when they're not alone. When they're speaking to non-believers, when they're speaking to Jews, unless they're in a crowd, right? When they have numbers, then the sheep's clothing comes off and that wolf bears itself. But when they're talking to Christians, anyone, daily things, whatever, when they're not together alone, they talk peace. For our scriptures tells us he comes in with a fake peace. They try to tell you they're a peaceful religion, but if you know an ounce of Islam and its belief, its Sharia, you know that is a lie. So I believe every single Muslim believes this way. Now, we've seen before where Muslims will kill Muslims. If you're old enough to remember Desert Storm, you had ISIS killing many Muslims. Now, why is that? You would say. It's because if you don't support the jihad, now many just know jihad as the sword, but there's many different forms of jihad in Islam. Islam is jihad. So you have jihad of the sword, which we all know what that is. We've seen those round things on top of our shoulders where they end up like rolling down the hill or falling down by itself. We've seen that many times. So that's fighting. Jihad of the sword is physical fighting. Then you have jihad of speech. You will ask, what is jihad of speech? Well, that's Dawah. When Muslims are performing Dawah in Speaker's Corner, on a pier, anywhere that they have a booth or anywhere where they're speaking to someone trying to give Dawah, that is jihad of speech. Then you have jihad of literature. Now, you might already know where I'm going now. You're starting to get it. So any literature that is written to advance Islam is jihad of literature. Then you have jihad of finance. And what is that, you may ask? I'm glad you asked that. Now, if anyone who does not do jihad of literature, jihad of speech, or jihad of sword, they are still commanded to support it financially. And that's where jihad of finance comes in. You support financially those who are performing those other types of jihad, those who are doing jihad of the sword, jihad of dawah, of speech, jihad of literature, writing literature to pass out tracts. to all for the advancement of Islam. So if you're not doing any of those, not a single one, jihad of the sword, jihad of speech, jihad of literature, or jihad of finance, you are considered a hypocrite. And thus, that's why we saw or do see Muslims terminating fellow Muslims, because they are considered hypocrites, not performing any type of jihad. So that leads me to believe every Muslim believes this, but they are cowards. They are hypocrites. They don't tell you what's in their heart. Not to the masses of general population, but when they're alone, I guarantee you they do. They talk about it. This guy just has no filter. You're seeing true Islam in this guy. Continue and listen to what he has to say.
You
If it
support
were
Hamas?
up to me, they
Yep.
would have been dead by now.
Okay.
If it were up to me,
Yep.
they would have been dead by now.
Let's rewind that. Listen to him. He wishes that they were all mutilated by now. Listen to what Muslims believe. This guy just has no filter. But the ones who put the mask on in sheep's clothes, they are wolves in sheep clothing. This guy just took off his costume. And you're seeing true Islam right here. You're seeing what Muslims truly believe. He has no filter. We're winding it and we're going to play it. Listen to him. This is Islam. This is what Western civilization is allowing to invade their countries. This is why we see what we see in the United Kingdom, in Europe, in all of Western countries. Listen.
Return prisoners?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, so do you support prisoners?
Return prisoners?
Prisoners.
What?
Should we return the prisoners?
Return prisoners?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, so do you
I
support?
can't wait till every one of them is fucking mutilated.
Okay, so you support
If it
Hamas?
were up to me, they
Yep.
would have been dead by now.
Okay,
If it were up to me,
Yep.
they would have been dead by now.
okay. So
Hey, not just Zionism.
Mhm.
Fuck Judaism.
This is the hatred, the ancient hatred that the Bible speaks about of his people Jacob. This is it. This is Islam. This is Islam. And Muslims hide behind that mask that it's peaceful. It's because they're cowards. They are lying right to your face to say they're peaceful. We are a religion of peace. We get along with everyone. Those are the sheep. Those are the wolves in sheep's clothing. Because they're cowards. They do not show their true intentions. Because they're not men. You think they would really be man enough to have the integrity, manhood, and honor to tell people exactly what they believe? Of course not. It's Islam. It's the fruit of Islam. This is the fruit of Islam. And what is the seed of Islam? Muhammad. A seed can only bear fruit of its own kind. So we're going to minimize this and we'll see a part 2 right here. Now
We are building the atomic.
listen to what this unfiltered Muslim has to say as he continues to talk.
I'm Persian. We will destroy you, motherfuckers. We are building the atomic bomb.
Right.
It's gonna come on Israel.
So you're mostly upset because Israel destroyed you guys, kicked your asses. So you're Persian. At least I know you're lying. But you support Hamas.
Fuck Judaism.
All right, cool. I got you on film, bud.
Persian.
Coward.
Persian.
Hey,
Iranian.
you know who? You know what's
We will destroy you, motherfuckers.
All right, we got you, buddy.
Persian.
Come
We
here,
will
bud.
destroy every fucking Jew.
Come here. Come on, coward. Come here. Come on.
I'm
Does this surprise you coming from a Muslim? Honestly. Can you expect anything less from a Muslim who follows Islam? This is Islam. Now, we're going to look at another video. He said he's from Persia, right? He's Persian. He's Iranian, right? You heard him say it himself. So I thought, you know what? Let's look at more Iranians. But not only that, let's go a little bit deeper. What do the youth of Iranians taught from a young age? I want you to pay attention. She speaks in Farsi, I'm assuming. So just read the subtitles. If you have to pause the video, but read what this young girl is saying. And you can decide for yourself how old you think she is. Now, this video is from 6 years ago. Iranian child at revolution anniversary rallies. Death to America, we stand. Now, it's not just America. This video is 136, okay? You see that? Wait till you see the end. You're going to be surprised. Make sure this is being shared. Okay. So let's go. I'm going to enlarge it all the way so you have the best view of the subtitles. Okay. Here we go. Read the subtitles. Pause if you have to.
لبیک به ندای رهبری نه آمریکا ما پشت رهبرمون تا پای جون میمونیم.
آقا با فرزندتون تشریف آوردین، علت آوردن فرزندتون چیه؟
علتی بود که بگم به دشمن میگن بچه‌ها ما آماده ان، اونا هم سربازای ایرانن.
مرگ بر آمریکا. ترامپ هیچ غلطی نمیتونه تو کشور ما بکنه.
قربان با فرزندتون تشریف آوردین توی راهپیمایی 20 بهمن، جمعیت خیلی زیاده، با کوچولو اومدن سخت نبود؟
آره سخته ولی باید این راه یاد بگیره و ادامه بده. مرگ بر آمریکا رو همیشه یاد فرزندانمون بدیم و اینو همیشه جاری و ساری در وجودشون بشه. همیشه.
اسمت چیه؟ اسم من فاطمه است. فاطمه تو امروز اومدی اینجا چیکار بکنی؟ اومدم اینجا شعار بدم. شعار بدی؟ خب امروز چه خبره اینجا؟ چه روزیه؟ امروز روز 22 بهمن ماست. خب 20 بهمن مگه چه اتفاقی افتاده؟ امام خمینی رحمت الله به ایران آمدن. و دیگه چه اتفاقی افتاد؟ شاه شکست خورد. و پیروزی انقلاب، درسته؟ بله. خب با کی اومدی امروز اینجا؟ با خانوادم. با خانواده اومدی؟ به چند تا شعار بلدی بدی؟ بله. بگو ببینم. مرگ بر
So this girl is saying death to America, death to Israel, and she's also saying death to England, UK. It's not just England, but they mean all of the UK. Just look at what's going on in England right now. You just had a mayor, not the mayor, but the prime minister, saying that they will recognize Palestine as a state. The mayor is a Muslim of London. You know what the mayor of London is not just Muslim. He's a jihadi. Look at everything look at the fruit that is being brought forth from London. It's the fruit of jihadi, of Muslim, of Islam. You think he cares about the true English people? Or do you think his allegiance is to Islam and anything that will advance Islam to conquer England? Now, if you know things about Islam, they're taught that when they conquer a land, that they can take the women as booty, war booty, right? Take them as you want, sleep with them, do whatever they want to you. They are the possession of your hand. Now, we all know about the grooming gangs in England and everything that's come out thus far. What are they doing to the young English girls in those grooming gangs? It's because they believe they have conquered you. Thus, they believe they can take whomever they want and do whatever they want with them. When you see them praying in the streets, that's a physical act of conquering you. They are commandeering on your streets to show you that they have conquered you. And doing what they do to the little girls, to the girls of England with the grooming gangs. And you have people like the PM and the jihadi that is the mayor of London allowing all this to happen. And if you say anything against it, what are they doing? What are they doing? Why do they let criminals out of the prison? To make room for who? For those who publicly question what's going on? Question anything that goes against the advancement of Islam in England? When you have a little girl who has obviously been taught death to England, death to Israel, death to America. As long as Islam is on this earth, there shall never be peace. Never. Islam, we are stuck with this curse to mankind known as Islam until the return of our Messiah Jesus. Watch my videos, that the series that I just started, Islam in the Bible. Islam is in the Bible. It is whom Jesus fights and destroys at his second coming. So you tell me, what are your thoughts? Is Islam a peaceful religion? Is it a wolf dressed up in sheep's clothing? When a little girl like this is taught to chant death to England, to America, to Israel, is that the fruit of a peaceful religion? Or is what we are seeing in the news today in Europe the true fruit of Islam? And let's remember, we're towards the end of July, right? So we have August, September, October, November, December. We got 5 more months to go. So I'm predicting that the fruit of Islam, which is not a peaceful religion, you will have those who are of that religion in December, around the end of December, when Christians are celebrating Christmas, having festivals, gatherings in the streets. They're going to be rammed by cars. I'm just saying. Let's see if that happens. Are we going to have more of them this year? Let's just wait and see. But that's what I think. I think, an alcoholic is an alcoholic. Islam cannot help themselves. The seed of Islam is bearing much fruit right now. And they will not, they can't help themselves. They're taught from a young age. If a girl is chanting this, what would a little boy be chanting? All of Islam is jihad. All of it. And terrorism just means to frighten you, to scare you, thinking that you cannot stand up to Islam or will do this to you. We know what they do. We've all seen it by now. But it's time that us, as the body of Christ, anyone who believes in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whether you're an Israelite, whether you're a Jew, a Christian, we should unite, because they look at us as the people of the book. They look at the Jews as the people of the book, along with Christians. So why are we divided then? Divide and conquer, right? Divide and conquer. Isn't that a part of war strategy? And one of the strategies of Muhammad, he did not become powerful until after he migrated to Medina. If you know that the calendar of Islam did not start until he migrated to Medina, that is when he actually gained power and started conquering other areas, conquering other tribes in other areas, and started taking that round thing on top of the shoulder, taking those off of Jews that were in that area. He started taking that thing off, that thing that's round, that we can see and hear with and speak with. That's why the calendar did not start until he migrated to Medina. It was only then did he have success. His first 13 years, which he was in Medina, he was a failure. He only amassed roughly about 150 followers, which were only family members and close friends. He was a failure. And the calendar date starting is proof of that. If he was not a failure in Mecca, why would the calendar not start at that time? Why would that? It's just logical and reasonable, right? Because he was a failure. And it wasn't until he became politically empowered and became the greatest warlord of all mankind, the greatest deceiver and liar in Medina. That's when the calendar started. That's why Muslims will migrate to other countries like they're doing in the Western world. We're seeing it heavy in Europe, because they migrate to conquer you. So I'll leave it there. This video is probably getting long enough already. Drop your thoughts in the comments area. Share this far and wide. Let's spread the truth. Let's warn those who are sleeping. Let's warn those who have their head in the sand. Unless we all unite, we won't have a chance. We know what happens biblically. In biblical prophecy, we know how it ends. But we should be united. So I ask you, share this far and wide with everyone you know, everyone, your friends, your family members. Just spread the truth far and wide. May the one true God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob comfort you and bless you. Shalom.